Ever wish those classic storybook characters could just, like, hang out?
Right.
Well, buckle up because today we're diving into Emerald Wonderland, a podcast that does exactly that.
It's a whole mashup thing, taking characters and stories we think we know and, well, giving them a twist.
Yeah, like in episode 6, we've got Alice, Dorothy, Peter Pan all thrown together in Neverland.
Which, let's be honest, is already pretty wild.
Yeah.
But they find a way to dial it up a notch.
Big time. So picture this. Alice is trading tips on shrinking potions. Dorothy's ruby slippers are getting a workout, dodging, well, everything Neverland throws at them.
And Peter, still all about that Neverland life. But there's this, edge to him this time.
Because the stakes are higher than ever.
Definitely. Right? It's not just about outsmarting pirates this time.
Okay, so let's talk about the big bad of this episode, Captain Hook. He's gone full-on supervillain, right?
Oh, yeah. He's traded in his ship for airships, his sword for some high-tech gadgets. It's like Steampunk Neverland. And Hook, he's the mastermind.
So not exactly Tinkerbell and rainbows anymore, huh? What does that even look like? Steampunk Neverland.
Well, imagine the Neverland we know, right? All magical and whimsical. Now picture Gears, Cogs, and Hook with, this crazy weapon that zaps the magic out of everything.
Oh.
Right? It's this stark contrast. On one hand, you have Neverland, this embodiment of imagination and wonder, and then bam, Hook hits it with this cold, hard technology.
And our heroes are trapped right in the middle of it.
Basically, Hook's put Neverland on lockdown, no one in, no one out.
So what do?
Well, remember Alice and her whole shrinking thing?
Oh, right. Drink me potions for everyone.
Pretty much. It's their big plan to, slip under the radar, so to speak.
Clever. But does it work?
Let's just say that being tiny doesn't make you invisible to, well, flying pirate ships armed with steampunk tech.
Uh-oh. This can't be good.
It's not. In fact, this is where things take a turn. Remember we were talking about those high stakes?
Yeah.
Well, Dorothy gets captured.
No, poor Dorothy. Always in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And this time, it's bad-like. Really bad.
Because she's a pawn in Hook's game now, and we know he doesn't play nice.
Exactly. It's a classic dilemma for our heroes. Save one, risk them all. And for Peter, who's all about hope and never growing up, well, this is a whole new kind of challenge.
Because to save everyone, he might have to, make an impossible choice.
Exactly. And where's Dorothy being held? On Hook's ship, of course. The newly outfitted, completely tricked out steampunk Jolly Roger.
Talk about pressure. So they're in Neverland, their friend's been kidnapped, and the clock is ticking. What happens next? You'll have to join us for part 2 of our deep dive to find out. So last time, we left our heroes in a real pickle. Hook's got Dorothy, Neverland's on lockdown, and, well, things aren't looking so good for the good guys.
It's intense, right. But that's what makes this episode so interesting. Because it's not like they can just, click their heels and go home.
Oh, no way. It's like the story knows we know how these things usually go, and it's like, nope, not this time.
Exactly. And instead of giving up, they do what these characters do best. They use what they've got. Alice, Dorothy, Peter, they face this thing together.
Which, let's be real, is a pretty epic team.
Right. You've got Alice, who's basically a pro at dealing with the ridiculous. And Dorothy. Talk about someone who never gives up hope.
And then there's Peter, Mr. Never Grow Up himself.
Except now it's like he has to grow up a little, to save his friends, to save Neverland. It's a lot.
And he needs a plan. A good one.
Oh, he's got a plan. Remember how Hook's all about technology now? Well, Peter's plan. It's pure imagination.
Give me the deets. What's he got up his sleeve?
Well, first, they're going right for the Jolly Roger.
Right, they're attacking head on.
Yep, but not just, charging in. They're going to use everything they've got. Alice. Shrinking and growing, confusing those steampunk pirates. Lion header.
Let's just say that hat is even more useful than usual.
Oh, come on, you got to give me something. What's he pulling out of there this time? It's better if you see it for yourself. But let's just say those pirates aren't ready for a taste of Wonderland.
I bet. And while all this is going down, what's Cheshire Crow doing?
Oh, Cheshire. Popping up here, disappearing there, driving those pirates bonkers.
Perfect for a stealth mission. But they haven't forgotten about Dorothy, right?
Not a chance.
Yeah.
Wendy's on the case, trying to find her, keep her safe. But that's where things get even trickier. Remember Hook's weapon? The one that drains magic?
Yeah.
Wendy gets a little taste of that. And let's just say it shakes her up.
Because it's not just a weapon. It's like this darkness,
Exactly. And it's a reminder that the stakes are, really high. We're not just talking about escaping Neverland. We're talking about saving it.
So it's a race against time. They have to stop Hook, they have to save Dorothy, and they have to do it before.
Before the magic's gone.
Yeah.
Before Neverland becomes, well, just another place.
And right when things are at their most dire, guess who shows up?
Tinkerbell.
Oh, you better believe it. And she's not just there for moral support. She's ready to fight.
Because sometimes a little bit of belief is all it takes, right?
Right. But it's not over yet. Not even close. This is just the setup for the big finale. Okay, so it's all come down to this. Hook's on a sinking ship, surrounded by weaponized baked goods, with Alice growing and shrinking like it's going out of style. This has got to be good, right?
Oh, it's good. But remember how we were talking about imagination being its own kind of power?
Yeah.
Well, Hook forgot about that.
Yeah.
He thinks it's all gadgets and gizmos, but our heroes, they know better.
So what happens? Does Alice, accidentally sit on him?
Close. She grabs his pet, that creepy clock-eating thing, and tosses it right into the Neversea.
Bye-bye, monster. No more snacking on time for you.
It's actually a pretty brilliant move, because that creature, it represents everything Hook's trying to do to Neverland, all dark and twisted.
Okay, I can see that. But Hook, he's not done yet, right?
No way, he's Captain Hook. But while he's distracted, Lion Hatter, he sees his chance.
Yeah.
Let's just say he pulls out this bomb, but not just any bomb. It's like he took everything chaotic and unpredictable about Wonderland, shook it up, and turned it into, well, an explosion of pure absurdity.
You gotta give me more than that. What does that even look like?
Imagine pirates tangled in teacups, tripping over giant spoons, their world literally turned upside down.
Okay, now that's just fun, and I bet Cheshire Crow loved that.
Oh yeah, prime opportunity. While everyone's busy dodging flying teapots, he swipes the key to Dorothy's cage.
Sneaky. But what about Peter? He and Hook have to have their final showdown, right?
They do, and it's more than just a fight. It's like these two ideas of what Neverland should be, clashing.
And Peter's the one who believes in happy endings.
Exactly. And in the end, that belief, that hope, it's stronger than all of Hook's gadgets. Peter knocks that magic-draining Hook right out of his hand.
Yes. But I'm getting this feeling that it's not all, confetti and celebrations, is it?
It's bittersweet. They won, but the ship, it's going down. And Hook, well, let's just say that Crocodile finally caught up with him.
Oh, wow. So it's a victory, but it comes at a cost.
That's the thing about growing up, even in Neverland. Sometimes there are tough choices, losses.
So what happens to everyone? They can't just, swim home.
As the Jolly Roger sinks, this glow appears. And guess what?
Don't tell me. The Yellow Brick Road?
Yep.
No.
A way back, even if it's not quite home.
I love that. It's like the story's telling us it's okay to need a little help finding our way.
Exactly. And sometimes the things we think are lost forever, they have a way of coming back. Just like those stories we loved as kids.
And that's the magic of a good mashup, right? It takes those characters, those stories we think we know, and shows us something new.
Exactly. It reminds us that even in a world of steampunk pirates and magic-zapping weapons, there's still room for wonder, for hope, and for a really good cup of tea.
Here. So next time you're feeling a little lost, remember those stories. Remember Neverland. And remember, sometimes the most unexpected adventures lead us exactly where we need to be. Until next time, keep exploring.